everyone, welcome back to the Study English Online, your English podcast for real conversation practice and easy English in daily life.
Yes, the place where awkward silences turn into confident conversations.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. Great to have you with us today.
So Jake, be honest, are you naturally good at small talk with strangers?
Honestly, not at all. I used to just stand in elevators staring at the numbers, praying nobody would talk to me.
Classic elevator anxiety. Well, today's episode is exactly for people like past Jake.
Yes, today we're talking about how to make small talk with strangers in English, in lines, on public transport, at parties, waiting rooms, anywhere really.
This is such a valuable real-life skill because small talk with strangers happens constantly, and honestly, it's often more intimidating than talking to people you already know.
True. There's no shared history, no inside jokes, just you, a stranger, and a few seconds to decide whether to say something or stay silent.
Exactly. But here's the good news. Small talk actually follows really predictable, learnable patterns. Once you know the formula, it becomes so much easier.
By the end of this episode, you'll have starters, follow-ups, safe topics, and even graceful ways to end a conversation, all ready to use with any stranger, anywhere.
Quick favor before we start. If you're enjoying this podcast, please like this episode, subscribe, and share it with a friend learning English.
And comment below, are you more like past Jake, avoiding small talk, or do you actually enjoy chatting with strangers? We genuinely love reading your comments.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with why this specific situation feels harder than chatting with people you know.
Great question. Reason 1, no context. With friends, you already know their interests, their humor, their life. With a stranger, you're starting from zero.
Reason 2, fear of rejection or awkwardness. There's a real fear that the other person won't want to talk, leaving you feeling embarrassed for trying.
True, but here's something comforting. Most people actually respond positively to friendly small talk. Genuine rejection is much rarer than our anxious brains predict.
Reason 3, uncertainty about appropriate topics. Many learners worry about accidentally saying something too personal, too boring, or culturally inappropriate.
Reason 4, simply not having ready phrases. Without prepared starters, your brain has to build a sentence from scratch under time pressure, which feels stressful.
Great breakdown. The good news, again, is that small talk is incredibly formulaic. The same starters, the same safe topics, and the same graceful exits work again and again, almost everywhere.
Exactly. And once you memorize just a handful of tools, small talk stops feeling like an improvised performance and starts feeling like a comfortable, familiar routine.
Let's build that toolkit now.
Before we get into phrases, let's quickly cover mindset because this really does change how small talk feels.
Great point. First, remember, small talk isn't about deep, meaningful conversation. It's just a light, friendly exchange. There's no pressure to be fascinating or clever.
True. The goal is simply warmth and connection, even for 30 seconds. That's already a success.
Second, most strangers are neutral or even happy to chat, especially in situations where waiting or shared circumstances naturally invite conversation. Lines, waiting rooms, elevators.
True. Third, if someone isn't in the mood to chat, that's about them, not a reflection of you or your English. People decline small talk for all kinds of reasons that have nothing to do with you.
Great reminder. Fourth, small talk is a skill, not a personality trait. Even naturally quiet or introverted people can become comfortable with small talk through practice and preparation.
Beautifully said. Okay, now let's build your toolkit of conversation starters.
Let's go through situation by situation, since the best starter really depends on where you are.
First, waiting in line. This line is taking a while, huh? Busy day for this place. Have you been waiting long?
Second, elevators. Which floor are you headed to? Busy building today, isn't it? A simple comment on the weather also works great here, since elevator rides are short.
Third, public transport. Buses, trains, waiting at a stop. Do you know if this bus stops near Main Street? This train's pretty crowded today. Are you commuting far?
Fourth, waiting rooms, like at a doctor's office. Have you been waiting long? Do you come here often? This waiting room could really use some better magazines.
Great one. A little humor works nicely in low-pressure settings like this.
Fifth, at a party or social event where you don't know many people. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Jake. How do you know the host? Have you tried the food yet? It's really good.
Sixth, at a coffee shop or cafe, maybe waiting for your order. This place gets busy, doesn't it? Have you tried their pastries? Any recommendations?
Seventh, general all-purpose starters that work almost anywhere. Nice weather today, isn't it? I love your bag. Where did you get it? Are you from around here?
Great range, listeners. Notice all of these follow the same underlying principle. Comment on something shared, the situation, the environment, or something you genuinely notice, then let the conversation naturally develop from there.
Beautifully summarized. Let's now talk about keeping the conversation going once it starts.
Okay, so you've started the conversation. Now what? Let's build your toolkit for keeping it flowing naturally.
First, ask a simple, open follow-up question. What brings you here today? How do you like living here? What do you do?
Second, react genuinely to what they say, showing real interest. Oh, that's interesting. No way, really? That sounds fun. I've always wanted to try that.
Third, share a small, related detail about yourself, keeping the conversation balanced, not one-sided.
I actually just moved here myself. I've been meaning to try that place too. Fourth, ask a follow-up question building on their previous answer, showing you're actually listening. Oh, how long have you lived here? What made you choose that?
Let's build a full mini example. Nice weather today, isn't it? It really is perfect for a walk. Are you just out for a walk or heading somewhere specific? Just enjoying the sunshine, honestly. I've been stuck inside working all week. Oh, what do you do? I'm a graphic designer, mostly work from home. That's great. I bet the sunshine's a nice break.
See, listeners, notice how naturally that flowed. Comment, reaction, question, answer, follow-up, all built from one simple opening line about the weather.
Beautifully demonstrated. This is really the core skill. Starter, then a gentle back-and-forth rhythm of questions and reactions.
Let's talk about topic selection, because choosing the right subject really matters with strangers, specifically.
Great point. Safe, easy topics. Weather, the immediate environment, food and drinks, travel, hobbies, weekend plans, local recommendations, and light compliments.
These topics are low risk, universally relatable, and rarely offend or overwhelm anyone, perfect for a first conversation with someone new.
Now let's cover topics to generally avoid with strangers, at least early in the conversation. Politics, religion, income or salary, personal relationship status, health issues, and anything that could feel invasive or overly personal.
True, these topics can feel too heavy or too private for a casual first-time conversation, and they carry a higher risk of accidentally making someone uncomfortable.
Great rule of thumb, listeners. If you wouldn't feel comfortable being asked that question by a stranger, it's probably best to avoid asking it yourself, at least initially.
Beautifully summarized. Let's also mention reading social cues, since knowing when someone wants to chat versus when they'd prefer quiet matters just as much as topic choice.
Great addition. Signs someone's open to chatting, making eye contact, smiling, giving detailed answers, asking questions back. Signs someone prefers quiet, short answers, avoiding eye contact, looking at their phone or a book.
Great awareness, listeners, and honestly, respecting those cues gracefully is just as important as having good conversation starters.
Okay, let's cover something people often forget: how to end small talk naturally without it feeling abrupt or awkward.
Great addition. Useful phrases, well, it was really nice chatting with you. I should get going, but it was great talking to you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Let's also cover phrases specifically for situations where you're leaving because your turn, stop, or wait is ending. This is my stop, but it was really nice talking with you. Looks like I'm up next. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Great context-specific closers. Let's also cover a phrase for when you'd like to continue the connection, like exchanging contact information. It was really great chatting. Would you like to exchange numbers? I'd love to stay in touch. Are you on social media?
Great addition, though completely optional. Some small talk naturally ends there, and that's perfectly fine too.
True, not every small talk conversation needs to become a lasting connection. Sometimes a pleasant, brief exchange is the whole, complete goal.
Beautifully said. Let's now cover a few common mistakes learners make with this topic.
Mistake 1. Asking overly personal questions too early. Are you married? How much do you make? These can feel invasive from a stranger, even if the intention is friendly curiosity.
True, sticking to safer topics initially and letting personal details emerge naturally later feels much more comfortable for everyone involved.
Mistake 2. Dominating the conversation, talking only about yourself without asking questions back. Small talk should feel balanced, a back and forth, not a monologue.
Mistake 3. One-word answers that end the conversation accidentally. If someone asks, "How's your day going?" and you just say, "Fine," without adding anything, the conversation naturally dies. Try adding a small detail. "Pretty good, just running some errands. How about you?"
Great tip. Always try to give the conversation something to continue with.
Mistake 4. Forcing a conversation when someone is clearly not interested. Remember our earlier point about reading social cues. Pushing too hard can feel uncomfortable for the other person.
Mistake 5. Overly formal or stiff language for casual situations. Saying, "Good day to you, madam," in a coffee shop line might feel unnecessarily formal and could come across as slightly odd for the setting.
Beautifully covered, listeners. Small adjustments, much more natural, comfortable small talk overall.
Quick cultural note before our example conversations, because small talk norms genuinely shift across English-speaking cultures.
True, in the United States, small talk with strangers is extremely common and generally expected. Cashiers, taxi drivers, people in line, brief, friendly exchanges happen constantly.
In the UK, small talk also happens often, though sometimes with a bit more reserve initially. Weather, especially, is a beloved, classic British small talk topic.
In Australia, small talk tends to be relaxed, friendly, and often quite quick to become casual. Mate and informal language appear even with complete strangers.
And in many parts of India and South Asia, small talk with strangers can vary quite a bit depending on context, sometimes more reserved in certain settings, but often warm and generous once a conversation begins, especially around hospitality and shared interests.
Great context, listeners, because understanding these differences helps you calibrate your expectations and approach depending on where you are and who you're speaking with.
Beautifully summarized. Now let's cover a few useful idioms before our example conversations.
Let's cover some idioms that come up naturally around small talk and casual conversation.
First, break the ice, meaning to start a conversation and ease initial awkwardness. I used a joke about the weather to break the ice.
Second, shoot the breeze, meaning to chat casually about unimportant things. We just shot the breeze for a few minutes while waiting.
Third, hit it off, meaning to immediately get along well with someone. We really hit it off. We ended up chatting for almost half an hour.
Fourth, small talk. Of course, the general term itself, but also used as a verb-like phrase. I'm not great at small talking with strangers, though make small talk is more grammatically standard.
Fifth, strike up a conversation, meaning to begin a conversation, often with a stranger. She struck up a conversation with the person next to her on the flight.
Fourth, keep the conversation flowing, meaning to maintain smooth, ongoing conversation without awkward silences.
Let's build an example combining a few. I struck up a conversation with a stranger at the coffee shop while waiting, just to break the ice while waiting. We ended up really hitting it off, and honestly, we just shot the breeze for almost half an hour.
Perfect natural example, listeners. These idioms instantly add fluency and warmth to conversations about small talk itself.
Okay, first one, small talk while waiting in line at a coffee shop.
This line is taking forever, huh?
I know, right? I think they're short-staffed today.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, at least the coffee here is worth the wait.
Definitely. I always get the caramel latte. It's amazing.
Oh, nice. I might have to try that next time. I usually just get a plain black coffee. Pretty boring, honestly.
Hey, no judgment. Simple is good too.
Well, enjoy your latte. It looks like you're up next.
Thanks. You too. Have a good one.
Great, short, natural example, listeners, showing how a simple comment about a shared situation can turn into a warm, brief exchange.
Now let's do a second one. Small talk on public transport.
Do you know if this bus stops near the university?
Yes, it's actually about 4 stops from here.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Are you a student there too?
I actually work there. I'm a librarian, but I remember commuting as a student too. Definitely brings back memories.
That's great. I bet the library is a nice place to work.
It really is. Pretty peaceful most days. This is actually my stop coming up, but it was nice chatting with you.
You too. Have a great day.
Beautiful example, listeners, showing a natural start from a practical question into friendly small talk, and a graceful ending too.
Let's do a third one. Small talk at a networking or social event.
Hi, I don't think we've met yet. I'm Anna.
Hi, Anna. I'm Jake. How do you know the host?
We actually used to work together a few years ago. What about you?
We're neighbors, actually. She's a great friend. So what do you do?
I work in marketing at a small startup downtown. What about you?
I'm a physiotherapist, mostly work with sports injuries.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. It was really nice meeting you, Jake. Enjoy the party.
You too, Anna. Great meeting you.
Great, warm example, listeners. Exactly the type of light, easy small talk that naturally happens at social events.
Let's do one final example, a slightly funnier one. Small talk in an elevator.
Busy building today, huh?
Seems like it. Must be Monday energy.
Definitely feels that way. Which floor?
5th, please. You?
Same floor, actually. Small world.
Guess we'll be elevator buddies then.
See, listeners, this last one is short, light, and just a little playful. Exactly the tone that works so well for these tiny, brief encounters.
Quick FAQ before practice time. From a listener named Iris. What if I run out of things to say mid-conversation?
Great question, Iris. You can gracefully wind down with a closer. Well, it was really nice chatting. Or pivot with a new safe topic, like commenting on the environment again. Silence for a moment is also completely fine. It's not always something you need to fix immediately.
Next, from a listener named Tomas. How do I know if someone actually wants to keep talking or is just being polite?
Good question, Tomas. Look for those engagement cues we mentioned earlier. Questions back, detailed answers, open body language. If answers stay short and closed, it's often a gentle signal to wrap up politely.
Next, from a listener named Aiko. Is it rude to small talk with someone who's clearly busy, like on their laptop?
Great awareness, Aiko. Generally, it's kinder to avoid initiating small talk with someone visibly focused on work, unless there's a clear, brief, practical reason, like asking a quick question.
Last one from a listener named Diego. What if my English isn't good enough for spontaneous small talk?
Diego, honestly, that's exactly why today's episode exists. Memorizing just a handful of starters, reactions, and closers from this episode gives you more than enough tools for the vast majority of small talk situations, even on days when your English confidence feels lower.
Great questions today, everyone. Thanks for sending them in.
Quick shadowing exercise before practice time. We say a sentence, you repeat it out loud.
Sentence 1. This line is taking a while, huh? Now you.
Sentence 2. Have you been waiting long? Now you.
Sentence 3. What brings you here today? Now you.
Sentence 4. Oh, that's interesting. Now you.
Sentence 5. It was really nice chatting with you. Now you.
Sentence 6. Enjoy the rest of your day. Now you.
Great job, everyone. Let's also review our full glossary quickly. Starters. This line is taking a while, huh? Or, nice weather today, isn't it? Have you been waiting long? Hi, I don't think we've met.
Keeping it going. What brings you here today? Oh, that's interesting. No way, really? What do you do?
Safe topics: weather, environment, food and drinks, travel, hobbies, weekend plans, local recommendations.
Endings. It was really nice chatting with you. I should get going, but it was great talking to you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Idioms: break the ice, shoot the breeze, hit it off, strike up a conversation, keep the conversation flowing.
What a complete toolkit, listeners. Review this glossary before any situation where small talk with strangers might come up.
Let's give you one more useful resource: 10 different everyday scenarios, each with a ready-to-use opener.
Number 1, at the gym. Do you come here often? I'm still figuring out this new machine.
Number 2, at a dog park. Your dog is adorable. How old is she?
Number 3, at a bookstore. Have you read anything good lately? I'm looking for a recommendation.
Number 4, in a taxi or ride share. Busy day for you so far? Have you been driving long today?
Number 5, at a farmer's market. Do you know if these strawberries are actually local? Have you tried anything good here today?
Number 6, at a hotel breakfast area. Are you here for work or vacation? Have you tried the pastries? Any favorites?
Number 7, in a hair salon waiting area. Have you been coming here long? I'm trying it for the first time.
Number 8, at a museum or gallery. Have you seen this exhibit before? What do you think of it so far?
Number 9, in a laundromat. Do you know how long the dryers usually take here?
Number 10, on an airplane. Are you headed home or traveling for something fun?
What a great range of scenarios, listeners. 10 completely different situations, but every single opener follows the same underlying pattern. Comment on something shared, or ask a light, easy question about the immediate context.
Beautifully summarized, and honestly, once you internalize this pattern, you can build your own natural opener for literally any situation, even ones we haven't covered today. Let's take a moment to focus specifically on introverted or naturally shy listeners, since small talk can feel especially draining or intimidating for this group.
Great addition, and this connects nicely to our earlier episode on overcoming shyness. First tip, you don't need to be the most talkative person in the exchange. A few warm, genuine sentences are completely enough.
True. Quality over quantity really matters here. A short, sincere exchange is just as valuable as a long, energetic one.
Second tip, prepare 1 or 2 go-to starters in advance so you're not creating something from nothing under pressure. Having a ready phrase removes a huge amount of anxiety.
Third tip, give yourself permission to keep interactions brief. Not every small talk moment needs to become a long conversation. A friendly 10-second exchange is a complete success on its own.
Fourth tip, practice in low-stakes situations first, like with a cashier or barista, where the interaction naturally has a built-in ending, before trying longer small talk at social events.
Great strategy. Building confidence gradually rather than jumping straight into higher pressure situations like parties or networking events.
Beautifully summarized, listeners. Small talk confidence really can be built gradually at whatever pace feels comfortable for you.
Let's go a bit deeper into reading body language, since this skill really helps you know when and how to engage in small talk appropriately.
Great addition. Let's cover a few more specific signals. Open, relaxed posture, facing towards you, generally signals openness to conversation. Crossed arms, a body angled away, or continuously checking a phone or watch often signals someone is busy, stressed, or simply not in the mood to chat right now.
A genuine smile, especially one that reaches the eyes, generally signals warmth and openness. A tight, polite smile without much eye contact might signal politeness without real interest in continuing.
Let's also mention headphones, a really clear modern signal. Someone wearing headphones, especially both earbuds in, is very often signaling a preference for privacy, and it's usually kind to respect that.
Great point, listeners. And honestly, if you're ever unsure, a very brief, low-commitment comment followed by respecting a short reply is a great low-risk way to test the waters without being pushy.
Beautifully explained. Let's move on to a few more phrasal verbs useful for this topic.
Quick bonus vocabulary section. First, chat up, meaning to talk to someone in a friendly, sometimes flirtatious way. He was chatting up the barista. Note, this can sometimes imply romantic interest, so context matters.
Second, catch someone's eye, meaning to get someone's attention, often before starting a conversation. I caught her eye and smiled before saying hello.
Third, warm up to, meaning to gradually become more comfortable or friendly with someone. He seemed quiet at first, but he really warmed up to the conversation.
Fourth, open up, meaning to start sharing more personal or detailed information. Once we started talking about travel, she really opened up.
Fifth, small talk turned into, a really useful phrase structure for describing how a conversation naturally deepened. The small talk turned into a really interesting conversation about our shared hobby.
Beautiful phrase structure, listeners, showing how small talk can sometimes organically grow into something more meaningful.
Let's do one more role play, a common everyday situation. Two neighbors making small talk in an apartment lobby.
Oh, hey, I don't think we've officially met. I just moved in last month. I'm Anna.
Hi, Anna. I'm Jake. I'm actually in 4B, just down the hall from you, I think.
Oh, nice. Small world. How do you like living here so far? Well, for you, obviously, longer than me.
Honestly, I really like it. The neighbors are friendly and it's pretty quiet, which I appreciate.
That's great to hear. I was a little nervous moving somewhere new.
Totally understandable, but I think you'll like it here. Let me know if you ever need anything. Happy to help you settle in.
That's really kind. Thank you. I'll definitely take you up on that.
See, listeners, notice how naturally this small talk moved from a simple introduction into a warm, welcoming exchange. Exactly the kind of interaction that can turn a stranger into a friendly neighbor over time.
Beautifully demonstrated. And honestly, these small building block conversations are how so many real friendships and community connections actually begin.
Let's squeeze in a few more great listener questions before practice time.
From a listener named Kwame, what if I say something and the stranger doesn't respond at all?
Great question, Kwame. It happens sometimes, and honestly, it's usually not personal. Maybe they didn't hear you, or they're simply not in a chatty mood. A simple, light smile and moving on is completely fine. No need to overthink it.
From a listener named Petra, is it different making small talk with someone my own age versus someone older?
Good observation, Petra. Generally, the same core skills apply, but with older strangers, slightly more formal, respectful phrasing can feel more natural. Excuse me, rather than a very casual opener, for example.
Great distinction. Beautiful questions today, everyone. Thank you so much for sending them in.
Let's do one more role play, this time at an airport gate, waiting for a delayed flight, a classic small talk situation.
Looks like we're delayed again, huh?
Yeah, honestly, not surprised. This airline's been pretty unreliable lately.
Tell me about it. Are you headed home or traveling for something fun?
Actually, heading home after a work trip. Pretty exhausted at this point. What about you?
I'm actually going on vacation, finally, after a really busy few months.
Oh, that's exciting. Where are you headed?
Just a small beach town, nothing too fancy, but honestly, I just need the rest.
That sounds perfect, honestly. Well, hopefully this delay doesn't eat into your vacation time too much.
Fingers crossed. Safe travels whenever we actually take off.
You too. Enjoy your trip.
See, listeners, notice how this shared, slightly frustrating situation, the flight delay, actually became a really natural, warm way to connect with a stranger. Shared circumstances are often the easiest conversation starters of all.
Beautifully demonstrated, and honestly, airports, train delays, and similar shared waiting situations are some of the most common places small talk with strangers naturally happens.
Let's do one final role play, this time at the gym, another really common everyday small talk setting.
Excuse me, are you using this machine or is it free?
Oh, go ahead. I'm actually just finishing up here.
Thanks so much. New gym setup, huh? I still can't figure out where everything is.
Honestly, same. They rearranged everything last month, and I'm still getting used to it.
Glad it's not just me then. Do you come here often?
Pretty much every morning before work. It's become part of my routine at this point.
That's impressive. Mornings are definitely not my strong suit.
Fair enough. Well, enjoy your workout.
Thanks. You too. Have a good one.
Beautiful example, listeners, showing how a simple, practical question, "Are you using this?" can naturally open the door to some light, friendly small talk, even in a place where people are usually focused on their workout.
Let's cover one more useful category. Genuine compliments, a wonderfully warm way to start small talk when done thoughtfully.
Great addition. Useful phrases: "I really like your jacket. Where's it from?" "Your dog is adorable. What breed is he?" "That's a great bag. I've been looking for something similar."
Great examples. And remember, keeping compliments focused on things, style choices, belongings, or pets feels much safer and more comfortable with strangers than personal physical compliments.
True. A comment like, "I love your jacket," feels warm and appropriate, while more personal physical comments can sometimes feel uncomfortable or overly familiar from a stranger.
Let's also mention complimenting a skill or choice you observe. Great for shared activity settings like gyms or classes. "You're really good at that. How long have you been doing it?" Or, "That's a great question you asked. I was wondering the same thing."
Beautiful, natural ways to open a conversation with genuine warmth, listeners. And honestly, sincere compliments are almost always well received when delivered kindly and appropriately.
Great final addition. Okay, now let's really move to practice time.
Okay, listeners, let's practice. Speak your answers out loud, not just in your head.
First, practice 2 conversation starters from today's episode, imagining you're in a line or on public transport.
Second, practice a full mini conversation. Starter, reaction, follow-up question, out loud from start to finish.
Third, practice a graceful ending phrase, imagining you need to leave the conversation.
Fourth, think of one safe topic and one topic to avoid and explain why, out loud in your own words.
Fifth, try using one idiom from today's episode in a natural sentence.
Great job, everyone. Comment below with one small talk starter you're going to try using this week.
Quick recap. First, we explored why small talk with strangers feels hard. No context, fear of rejection, and uncertainty about topics.
Second, we covered the mindset shift. Small talk is light, low pressure, and a learnable skill for anyone.
Third, we built conversation starters for many situations: lines, elevators, transport, waiting rooms, parties, and cafes.
Fourth, we learned how to keep conversations flowing with reactions and follow-up questions.
Fifth, we covered safe topics versus topics to avoid and how to read social cues.
Sixth, we learned graceful ways to end small talk conversations naturally.
Seventh, we avoided common mistakes and explored cultural notes and useful idioms.
And finally, we practiced 4 full example conversations, plus 10 bonus scenario openers.
That's everything you need to make small talk with strangers confidently, naturally, and warmly in almost any English-speaking situation.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Next time you're waiting in line or riding an elevator, try using one of today's starters, even just once.
If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe to the podcast, and share it with someone learning English.
And comment below. Tell us how it goes the next time you try small talk with a stranger.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone, and remember, every stranger is just a conversation away from being a little less of a stranger. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.